Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. How's it going, everyone? Hello, Aya, Ranger. How's it going, guys? Hope you're doing well. You were not first overall, Ranger. I'm sorry to say that. Aya did beat you. You were the first on YouTube. So, if that's good enough, then you can have first on YouTube. Well, game dev never stops. I mean, does it ever need to? Should it? Do you want it to stop? It's like a party. Does the party ever really stop? You know, the party keeps going. Just because everyone has left doesn't mean the party itself is done. No, the party continues on. It's just a very sad, lonely party. Who's to say this is not a party? Don't mind me. I'm okay. At one point, the game needs to be finished when it goes until the next death's torture. Adventure. I mean, does it have to be finished? Does it? One second. Does it need to be finished? Are you sure? Because that is a very big argument against not finishing a game ever. Until end of time. So ongoing games are a thing. This is not ongoing. It's never released. It's been just in production. This is not released. This is never finished. It's ongoing production, but of an ongoing bug. That's what I hear as well. But this is not released. This is still in development. First game dev question. Do you know how to display which mic you're using in the mic input in a settings menu or common UI? I didn't know that was even an option. I've never plugged in a mic into. I didn't know you could detect that stuff. I mean, I guess you have to be able to. Is that blueprint accessible? Is that even an option in blueprints? I would have figured that's like C++, but I mean, maybe it's blueprints. You don't know about Grok might? Yeah, Grok might. Have you tried asking Grok? By the way, can I just real quick, a little tangent. What the shit is this crap, Epic? I don't need a big bar here that tell me about Fab. Go away. I don't want you here. I don't like Fab, that is. By the way, I bought a ton of shit on Fab today. There's a sale. But I don't like Fab still. It's just the only place to buy this. But this bar needs to go. Guess I should launch Unreal. Odin plugin has it? I don't know what Odin. I can only talk about what's built in. Plugins can do all sorts of things. They're plugins, but I don't know. Never dealt with it. Never had to. So never looked into it. I mean, maybe but mic is not super common. You know, audio, yeah, but is mic common? I mean, I guess it would. These days, it's more common for sure, but I don't know, like, if it's been implemented like a while back. Couldn't tell you. So I went on a little bit of a shopping spree today. Teensy shopping spree. Because there's a sale, and so a bunch of stuff is like discounted. So yep. Is there a way for me to? I hate that it doesn't show me the price anymore once it's in my library. I want to see. Hold on. Hold on. I want to. How do I see my own? Transactions? Okay. This will tell me at least the prices I paid for it. I paid $70.23 and it was a discount of $54.70. So majority of this stuff was like 50% off. But it is free. Output is accessible from blueprints, but not input. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if input is not a thing. You're so confused by Bandai Namco. They're making a remake of a game that released in 2017. Why? I mean, yeah, cash, obviously, but still, why? I don't know why they remade Horizon Zero Dawn. I love Horizon Zero Dawn. But that game looked great already. Why do you need to remake it? It's not that old. They're trying to just milk money so they can continue releasing it at full price. That's really it. That's the only reason they would do it. Make a few changes here and there, re-release it at full price again. Just greed. Tales of Berseria? I hear the Tales series is good, but I've never gone into it. Never got into it. So this is the biggest purchase that I did today. Ironically, it is the worst effects, I think, but the biggest purchase, which is out of my $70 that I spent, this was 39 of them. So over half of the money went to this pack, which is just a big electricity pack that looks okay, but really it's because of this stuff. It's these attacks that look very much like my Airblade attacks, and then I can have basically a lightning weapon with lots of different effects. It's all basically have a lightning weapon that we can use, and we can have lightning stuff. It's okay. It's an okay pack. Some of the stuff is pretty cool. For example, the ground effects is pretty cool. Tales series is good, and personally, Tales of Berseria is your favorite among them, but it doesn't really need a remake. Yeah, this stuff is pretty cool. The ground stuff is pretty cool, which I think is going to be a lot of the effects that I use will be these. This could go around the player. Okay, we got it. You don't need to show that one off constantly. Right. Like, that's really cool. Okay, so there's some cool effects. Not all of them are, like, amazing, but the ground ones I really liked. And then there was also the slashing ones. So this combined with that was enough for me to grab it. Even though it helps with extra stuff that I don't want, but I think this stuff is pretty cool. So I think this is gonna go into a new weapon. And you can control actually the curve. I'm actually walking it. You can control the curve on it. That's kind of cool. I didn't see that part. Anything else here that's being shown? Oh yeah. Same thing here. Right. Control it, change it. So we'll customize maybe how many, how much, all that good stuff. So that was this pack, which is the most expensive one. Next pack is by my favorite effects person, Dr. Game. And I think most of his stuff is 50% off right now. If not all of it was like 50% off. I bought everything I could. So this has freaking a tsunami, which is insane, by the way. The fact that it's a tsunami attack and it looks amazing. And they're all slightly stylized, which I really like from his style, from his stuff. But look at that. Like, that's so good. So I'm definitely gonna have one of the weapons just be a ice water type, and maybe we'll end up actually giving the weapons, like, that's so good. Right? It doesn't come with the animations, but doesn't matter. You know, I think the animations are from Mixamo anyway. I'm pretty sure the animations are Mixamo because they all look familiar, right? We have the spiral. This is the ones that we're using right now for our main weapon, same person stuff. That's why it looks so familiar in terms of style. So right now our spells are varied, right? But we can just do an ice one. Like, these are pretty cool. Or Actor Core? I've never heard of Actor Core. Oh, by the way, they all have sound effects. All of them come with sound effects. It's great. Like, I can even use this, right? Just even this I can use as like a shield or something. It has some that affects enemies, but I don't really care about that. Pretty thing around you. Throw a projectile, which I can use for other stuff. That right there, that is going to be one of the attacks for sure. This, I mean, that's just awesome. Isn't that cool? I just like this. I think this looks nice. And the rest is just him showing off the different controls. Yep. Oh, you can have it be even wider. I have 3. But yeah, so that's Ice and Tsunami. So grab that. And by the way, this Ice and Tsunami pack was $12. Yep, $12. Oh, hold on. I think it's $12 originally. Is this showing me the final? 20, 30, 50. Oh no, that's $12 before the discount. This is I think 50% off for like $6-7. It's ridiculous. This stuff is great and cheap. Hey, Blue Seeker, welcome in. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Grab that. So we're definitely gonna make a spell weapon, right? So we got thunder weapon, like actual weapon attacks, right? Because of, where is it? Because of this. We're gonna do spell weapon. And then we have a lot of AoE spell stuff. Alien spell decal effects. This stuff, again, same guy. Freaking awesome, just AoE stuff that we can throw on. Again, not all of this has to be for the player, right? We just throw some of the stuff for enemies too, if we wanted to. It's all slightly stylized, which I really appreciate. Like, right? Does that look good? Arrow rain. Rain of arrows, rather. I don't know why I call it arrow rain. And there's the... This one also comes with this, that one as a freaking tornado. We're gonna be just fine on effects for a while. This one's really cool. Like, I don't even know what it's gonna be doing. Like, that's just an AoE that it is green, but I can make it a different color, obviously. That probably looks familiar. This was just more crystal stuff. This is just like, some of these are just cool decals, because you don't even need to have the actual like effect. You didn't want to just keep the decals. Some nice effects. Big shield dome, that could just be a power up, or just drop a shield while inside of it, you know, extra protection or whatever else. So a bunch of these. Originally $13, pretty sure it was half off. I think all his stuff is like half off right now. Then there's the flamethrower stuff. So I can replace the flamethrower that I have right now on one of my characters. The flamethrowers, $15, I think. Again, I think it's half off. But by the way, I'm not trying to sell his stuff, but I just think it's really cool. I'm just showing you what we got for the game. Obviously can't really use any of the character stuff, but the flamethrower and like different particle systems look nice. Right. Then we have more lightning stuff by the same person. This is gonna be more of a lightning spells though, versus lightning attacks. But maybe the lightning weapon will, you know, the airblade would do stuff like this as well. Probably not, but it's like, that's not cool. I think if I had the option, I would hire the guy. You don't really need to do any of the weapon stuff. Oh, and also like he has like really cool projectiles like that just spin around. Like the bolus stuff with the axes and stuff. So that's gonna be like its own projectile. So now you're just gonna have that and have a projectile weapon. So a lot of projectile stuff, I will say. A lot of spell stuff. Also by the same person, this is just a pack of different chain type effects that have a start and end position, and basically you can move one and they will maintain connected to it. So I figured that could be interesting for some effects or for environmental things potentially, because you can just put it on the ground and have it like spin and you go, okay, little spinny dangerous thing, or just put a laser somewhere or put some weird jump rope somewhere. And the last thing I got was just a bunch of projectiles, basically, which look pretty cool. Right? They're just different styles of projectiles. Projectiles and explosions. So we can finally upgrade our stuff to use like cooler looking projectiles for stuff. And I don't know, maybe different things will just change the look of it, or which projectile it uses. I don't know. Or we pick some, and then that's the ones we go with. I do not know, but that's the stuff I got today. Cost me $70 for all that. It's all right. I put it on my US not credit card. Well, I guess, yes, technically credit card. And I put it on my US credit card so that way I can ignore it. That way I don't actually have to figure out how much, I'm actually spending and write it off in my old spreadsheets. No, that's money that's being used up that I do not keep track of. So all of this is effectively free. It's basically what I'm saying. Practically all free. Yeah, but back to actually in the game. Yesterday we went ahead and finished the small level, the vertical one, and we changed the spawning of the dungeon. So now we should have more consistently a lot more verticality. We're gonna confirm that right now. We're gonna confirm. Oh, right, the first time takes a while. How are you guys doing? Is it Thursday today? It is. It is Thursday. I'm also a little bit tempted to do some PCG stuff today. I'll be honest. Let's see. Do we? Oh, look at that. We already see below. Oh, so good right there. You don't see it through here, but oh, yep, you do. You do see it through it. Hey, Nemesis, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So this is the level that we finished up yesterday. Go here, teleport down, and then immediately we see another layer. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I think I need to not have it. Oh, and then you see two more layers. Oh, see, this is what we wanted. Right? You see three, yeah, two more layers there. So I think what we can do is probably change up the how often things spawn. So in the end, we have 5. We've never had more than 5. You know, 5 is good though. 5 is good. We'll do one more quick check and then we're gonna mess with the spawning. Hey, and Chris, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I mean, maybe. I promise nothing. Yes, look at that. Yeah. So happy. So good, so good. Now the question is, do we have... Oh, yep, there's another one there. Yep, we just saw another layer below that. This is a pretty big one. Pretty big layer, but doesn't matter. It's at least 3, which I appreciate. Move out of the way! Yep, I see one down there. How do we get down here? Yep, there's the way down. There it is. And I think it's only a 3-layer one, probably. It seems like it. And 3 layers is still better than what we had, which was, you know, usually 1. We're gonna pretend like all those errors didn't exist. You're talking about GPU-based PCG grass to replace landscape grass? Results are quite promising so far. Nice. I haven't used that at all. Because HLSL. And I'm dumb. That's the only reason. What happens when we put these back to 1.0? I'm guessing if I put these back to 1.0, we're gonna have less flat area or less verticality. But I do want to check and confirm that.
That's all I had causing for.
I don't know what voice that was. Yep, as soon as I made it all have 1.0 chance, it made flat. I could probably force it to be even more vertical though. We'll play with it after that. Code similar from ACL Arts, otherwise you're in the same boat as you with HLSL. I'm pretty sure he's just using the one that's built into the template, into the demo right into Unreal. The problem, like, I personally don't feel comfortable using it just because I want to understand what it's doing. And because what if I want to change something and I don't know how to change it, and I don't like that. That's the only reason. No, I never really went like too far into it. I'm hoping that functionality will just get out of HLSL land at some point, and then it'll be available to the layman like myself. I'm gonna make the grid here 5 by 5. Here's an additional snippet to grab the light layer from the landscape. What does that mean? What do you mean the light layer? Unless LGT does not stand for light, I don't know. I'm guessing here. Okay. Yeah, so we do really need a... What is this one? That's the... Do I have 2 1x1s? Oh, that's elevator C. Oh, no. Okay, I see what happened. It's just using too many 1x1s. So... Let's come here. Okay, let's do... I just undo. I probably can't undo inside here, right? Nope. Landscape grass is LGT. Oh, landscape grass type. Oh, okay. Isn't that just based off of a material? Isn't that just based off the landscape material? But you can already get that, no? Did you hit the hay though? You still haven't given up resisting. Have a good night, I have. Let me see which ones are the ones I need to reduce. Yes, we're getting at least 2, which is good. But I definitely want less of this one, which is... Why is this called a T intersection? Is this a T intersection? Oh, it is. That is a T intersection. So we'll drop the chance of that one down. Hey, Red Jasper, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm not a fan of this this layout, I'll be honest. I kind of want to do a different 1x2. That's good. Grass type can have extra logic to determine where grass, etc. is placed. I mean, so can PCG. But what does landscape grass give you that PCG doesn't? Just by PCG by itself. Gorgeous scenery, thank you. You have a small group of points on which you spawn a variety of meshes. And mesh type is driven by range in the density attribute range. How can you ensure that density is spread evenly across the current points? I don't understand. If you want to assign, if you want to assign a random range to points or a random value between two values and to points, just use an attribute noise and assign the attribute. You can't guarantee a perfect spread unless you figure out a mathematical way of doing a perfect spread. Then you're not doing random, you're doing mathematical. Then figure out how many you have and then divide by that many, and then each one will go in its own category, right? Then you're not random. So either figure out the math you want to do to make it not random or be okay with random. You can do a combination of both, but right? So you figure out like, okay, I want at least two, so we're going to do half and half and then do random with those. But yeah, otherwise it's just attribute noise will get you probably what you want, from what I can tell. Hey, Skronek, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What I want to avoid is this also. This is another problem that happens. Which level is this? Intersection A. I drop the chances of that one too. That's straight intersection A? I think we just need a few more variations though. That's better. I do like this a lot. Right, it just going down immediately here is great. Is this a 6th one? Nope, 5. So I cannot get a 6. But this is more of what I want, I feel, almost. Got a little bigger one here, which is fine. Yeah, this is where the shop is. Yeah, that's fine. Allows you to replace grass layers with minimal HLSL since you know nothing about it, and logic is already set up in the landscape material. I mean, last time I checked, the landscape grass stuff is just place it where you're painting, and that's it. Or is there something beyond that? Because what I remember from landscape grass is just you pick a layer of your landscape material and you tell it to place meshes there, and that was it. So it was already basically a material mask. But it's been a while since I've even looked into it, so. Could be wrong. This is not bad. I think what's stopping it really from looking at it now from going further down is just how big it is. If it was bigger, it could theoretically go further down. Let's see. Do we want to make the whole thing bigger? I don't want to make it too big because you don't want to, right? Because that makes it slower to gain cards and power-ups and all that. Myself there so you guys can see. I think what I want is a 2x2 that is like an L shape maybe, or some kind of odd shape. Because I think that would look nice. I only got 3 in this one. Okay, let's take a look at. Okay, what's the problem here? Time to access, but oh, it's because it's during teleportation. Because I'm teleporting out of range and they get despawned. That's what's happening. That should help. What happens if you have a room that has floating rocks around it and gets paired with something that would place the rocks intersecting to the island? It can't place it intersecting to the island. It's impossible. So you don't need to worry about it. We're good. That is an impossibility. So right now we have the main path is just 5. We have a side path between 1 and 5. I think we want to make the side path maybe between 2 and let's do 3 to 5. And then we'll do another path. That goes from branch 2. It's going to go from branch to main. So this is going to go from main to main. Main to main. It's going to go branch to main. I could have it go to branch. What stops that from happening? The fact that I don't place anything outside of the bounds of the rooms. It's like, you know, it's like playing with blocks. A block is never going to overlap another block because you're not attaching something to the side of a block and then trying to fit it together. They're just... I'm not putting anything outside of the volume that it's supposed to live in. So it's impossible for it to overlap. Shop will go off of branch 2. This will make it bigger. Let's see what happens. Using M4 M4 auto materials. So the main layer has grass, dirt, rock, and beach textures all in the same layer. So reading the grass type is just easier. Ah, okay. Got it. But you could also just make it so... Yeah, we really need more... of this. I think we need to expand it wider now. What you can also do is just put the same logic that you're using for that material right in the PCG graph. Right, because you're masking by probably by angle. You can do angle masking in PCG right automatically. You could, if you got height, same thing, right? All of that same logic should be put into the PCG graph. Yes, it is easier if you don't know your own material because you grabbed it from somewhere else. Then yeah, you could just sample it that way. But just know that all of that control can just be done on a PCG level, and then you're not even tied to the material. Because let's say you have an auto cliff thing, but now you want to have or not have like PCG there. So now you're gonna have to figure out, okay, now let's mask it out or mask it in. You're gonna have to go through that anyway, so I would go full PCG route personally, but that's where I feel most comfortable. So yeah, that's kind of important, feeling comfortable. Not familiar with the GPU. I mean, do you have to do everything with the GPU nodes only? Like, do you have to, like, can you use the regular nodes and then just turn it into GPU afterwards? Or it has to be like GPU from the get-go? Can I click generate? Ugh. What happened here? That looks terrible. That looks terrible. Main logic for the points in the GPU based template seems to be all HLSL. Or is it is it HSLS? Is it HLSL or HSLS? Do I have my acronym backwards or wrong? Okay, so what are we trying to make here? What I might do is make just like a long bridge connection, because that could be cool. just a straight line, 1x1, big bridge. Can't remember. Maybe I may be correct. I have no idea. I'm just guessing because I don't use GPU because I don't do any of that runtime stuff because of HLSL. So, or HSLS, whatever the thing is supposed to be called. I am hold on. It is, yeah, HLSL. High level shading language, HLSL. What if I made this bigger and made this smaller? I know I totally changed the values behind the camera, but trust me, I changed the values. All I did was made the main path longer and made the side paths shorter. But I mean, the main path longer by 2 and the side paths shorter by 1 each. Better. I don't like doing that. Oh, our first 6-layer one. We've never gotten a 6-layer one. It's possible, guys. It's possible. What's crazy here is the fact that we have 3 of the same level. That I'm not thrilled about, I will say. That means these 3, and then the one in the middle. Why are we reusing that one level everywhere? Why is it like this? Why is it like this? I got excited, but I realized that do I need to make it slightly wider? Trying to figure out what I'm trying to figure out what kind of shape room I need to make to give more variation to this. And I think we should start with doing a bridge. I think a bridge would be nice. We can have it go create a wider area of a bridge. Or we can have the bridge go like into a tiny island and then go like, or have a couple of tiny islands in a 1x1. But I think that's what we need to do. Well, I guess a couple of tiny islands would be difficult. But you know what, unless we did like a in, over, up, right, up, right, up type thing. We could do a connection like that with like some bridges. I think that would be nice. I could also just make some of these rooms bigger and add bridges in. That might not be the worst. What if we have this T intersection? This T intersection occurs way too much. So what if I made one of them the size just a big bridge and see how that affects things? And then if we don't like it, we can always just take that bridge as its own thing or put it somewhere else. I think that's where I want to go. Where's the light thing that I forget the name of? Where's under window? Window. I need to find these now and just put them in a folder so I can delete them after. I'll move myself so you guys can see. Wait. That's not all of them. Close all the SkyGrid ones, so that'll help. World actors, clouds, you can smash SkyGrid. Oh, there's the atmosphere. Oh, there's the only one? The only three? Okay. Or four. Cool. Okay. So what we can try doing is here, I can change the number of chunks in a direction. And you know what? I'll make it in the direction of the gates here. Why is it so bright? It's because we're missing something, right? Kite fog? That's what we're missing. Now it looks normal. Okay. And all we need to do for the test is just move this over to here. And before I build the bridge, I guess I should just do this. And then we can take a look at how that affects. We'll have gaps, but that's fine. So we would have a bridge here, which does break up that area nicely.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
6 sections. Okay. So we'd have a bridge there. And I think I want a bridge from this thing as well. And that'd be the only place where it's used. Okay, we'll try putting a bridge into another level as well and see how it affects it. I might as well put like just a quick stone bridge in. So we can actually preview it. Yeah, because now that I'm looking at it more, I think the real problem is the fact just that they don't feel like islands. They feel like it's just assembled together, which is fine. Some of them can be, but I don't think all of them should be. Okay. Hey, Vinny, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Is this PCG or a custom solution? To what part exactly? Like, what I'm placing right now is PCG. Right, this bridge and the way I've created all this is PCG. If you're talking about the dungeon generation, no, that's a... that is not PCG. And I always tell people you should not do dungeon generation in PCG because you're just not going to get a good result like you'd want, probably. Why does it look stretched like that? That's weird. That's weird. Okay, we'll just put that in for now. And then let's go to... Here, let's go... Elevators, no. Shop, no. Spawn, no. This one? Yeah, this one. Okay. Do I want to extend it? Can you make it maybe a 3x1? With the bridge here? I guess, I don't know why I just realized, I don't know why I put the lights in, because I immediately need to bleed them. I was like, I'm going to make a bridge, and then I realized, like, no, I'm not going to make a bridge. I'm just going to, this is fine. Okay, so here we go 3. What? Do I want to know what it's got? Why it's being a butt? Why is it being a butt? There you go. I mean, it's 5 wide, to be fair. It's only supposed to be 4. Although this path is 5 wide. Well, that's why it's 5 wide. Okay, whatever. Deal with that later. They should all be 4 wide on connections. Just move that there, and then move you all the way to the end. You're also floating. What? Did I move you up by accident? We'll find out. Okay. Let's generate. Then we'll see the bridge. This bridge is this. Okay. Hey, we got 7 layers now. We got 7 layers now. I mean, you probably just have enough layers, honestly. We probably could go with less. But sometimes it's gonna go all the way to the end and then just terminate. Yeah, that is a thing. This is nice. This is cool. I like this. But now we have way too many here on this level. So I think what we need to do now is we can make it wider now. So now I think we can make the whole thing wider because we're expanding the width of these. So it will remove a little bit of that verticality, but honestly, that's fine. My main thing was it being consistently at least, you know, several layers. I think that's perfectly fine. Now I should go lit mode. So we have, let's see. Yep. So this kind of stuff, right? These bridges. That's nice. I like these. That works well. I wonder if there's anything I could do about it if it terminates. Probably not. There's probably not much I can do about that one. Realistically, what I should probably do, I was gonna say, is like maybe move this halfway through, and then do like a half bridge this way. So it would be half, and then this side. The problem is this side wouldn't be able to connect then. Yeah, and this side wouldn't be able to connect. Thinking, where's the we didn't even get a single one of the other version with the bridge. The long one with the bridge. It's not even here. This one. So on that one, that might not be a good place to put a bridge. Because if it can't find places to spawn it, then... Whew! Nice. Alright, so we have... bridge there. 2 separate ways down. Same bridge. That's from that one. Yeah, we're not getting the other one. So this one isn't working. But what we could try doing is, because we do have a connection, one connection in this direction. We can try this. Yeah, seem like you're floating. Odd. Oop. Thought I grabbed the axis. I did not. Okay, let me just check the other ones at this point. Yeah, you're totally floating. Why are you floating? Okay. So we'll try this. Okay, let's see. We have this one connecting. Ooh, this one's actually kind of nice. With this one, the way this one connects with it as a 2x2, that actually makes this one feel a lot better. And then here, yeah, even when you get the same one over and over here, it's literally the same level 3 times in a row. Come on. Why are we getting it now everywhere? And here. Look, here it is again. It really likes it. It really likes that setup in the seed. We actually didn't get a single one of the 1x2. Surprisingly enough. Okay. But I like that one. Okay? I do like that one. So, what this will also help do, actually, see, now we're just getting, we're getting bridges everywhere. What it will also help do is allow us to see down. So let's actually go and see what it looks like in game. I should just turn off the actually no, up here is better because that way you guys can see what's down below. Right, so that's good. That is as normal, right? Ugh. Whew. Hold on. Enemies, please. I'm doing something right now. I need you to go away. Okay, I just need you to go away because I want to. I said go away. I want to connect my. God, stop it. That was me connecting my controller. Goodbye. Because I want to just turn off the minimap that's behind me right now. And that's the easiest way to get in here. Minimap off. And then we can just put ourselves right here. Yeah, that's a screenshot. Yeah, there. Just gonna go ahead and save that one. Just gonna go ahead and 1 second. I know we need to look at the rest, but I was like, I need to save this. That is, you know what's funny? I released a YouTube short showing like, oh yeah, this is like once we started first getting verticality, and I released a new one for tomorrow that's also about increasing the verticality, and this one is even more epic. Save on my desktop. That might become my new streaming thumbnail, or actually, I might leave it for the game, for the devlog. We'll see. It's coming up. Yeah. Now, actually, mm-hmm. Gonna run away from all of these guys. Don't mind me. Oh, yep, the bridge. Oh, the bridge. The bridge, guys. The bridge is such a great idea. The bridge is such a great idea. Even when there's, yeah, occasionally you'll run into a dead end, but even then, okay, I think we make those two bridges. I think those two bridges is good. Because we're seeing pretty much both of them now. I'm all for this. I'm all for this. This is the shop here. And there we are. We're getting a little bit too much of this vertical one, I will say. Maybe I should try to lower the chance of it spawning compared to the other ones. I mean, no, we did get a different one. This one went up, which is fine. Yep. Okay. Let's do one more test run, and then I think we make bridge. We make beautiful bridges. I'm happy. The only thing that could make me happier is if I knew I already had Sunday's video like fully ready, but I don't. Yeah. So we are getting this room a little much. So I wonder. I'll see as I go down. I want to get this room a little less often. Yeah, we're getting it again here. Okay. As nice as this room is, let's go ahead and maybe try to get it less often. Don't see anything below yet. Don't see anything below at all. Not a great start, but there we go. Now we do. Now we do. Okay. We have this one. Same one. Just want to see the different ones. I guess, you know what? Let's just eject it because it seems like it's working. We just need to check which ones it's using for verticality. So we have this one, same one again. That's not good. Okay, a different one here. So it has one different one, and the rest are all the same one by one. Vertical one. What I could try doing is... I could add a bridge to that one, and then that would make it, you know, less often to appear. Technically. Before I do that, you know what? Let's just drop the chance of it even more. Like 0.25. Before I end up putting in another bridge, because I think the number of bridges right now is nice. I don't want to go crazy with it if I don't have to. Okay, different, good. Okay, we still have that one though, which is fine. This is the same one as that. That's fine. I do prefer it, so it's fine. Oh, we have the this. We have all three types here, actually. I'm pretty sure. I think now we're getting a good variety. I think what we need now is a different 2x2. This a 2x2, and I think we just need another one of a different shape. After the bridges, we can do that. We're just getting this one a little too often. So if we had a different one that was also another 2x2 that had similar connections, it would be a little better. That also had like a pass through, and some sides. And potentially another 1x2 variation of this. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Let's make us some bridges. Turn off the controller. That was me. Or was it? No, it was. This one? Okay. So here we have, it's a 4 wide here. But we're gonna do some variation now. All right, we'll start with this. not what I meant to drag out as, but that's fine. That's fine. I wonder if I should use for the other bridge I might use the more dirt path one, but we'll see. Okay, let's try this, and then we can randomize it a little. See if we can get a more interesting splatter of moss and stuff. Of course, now I say that, we got basically nothing. I should really expose probably how much moss we get. That would make my life easier, I will say. Yeah, we can go with this. Maybe. We don't have many very big ones. We have a couple there. Most of it is the small ones, though. Try a few more variations. Try a few more variations. It's fine. In an ideal world, I would have both. Lots of the bigger ones, and then also good amount of moss. Yes, big, 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 big. Big and grand. That's the goal. Big and grand. I think honestly I should just pick one. Let's go with one. I can put in the moss manually. I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
It's fine. This one's fine. This one's fine. We're stopping at this one. Hold on, I need to close the window. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go ahead and make the Like the bottom of this bridge. It's gonna be a good way of doing this to start. I mean, we could just start with this, honestly. Could start with this. A few gaps and stuff. Path. Actually, maybe other way around. This one in, this one down. But a picture Nintendo just came out with this game, so you're out of luck? What? What you talking about? I'll tell you this doesn't look like any of Nintendo's games. I can almost guarantee it. Almost. Can't quite guarantee it. I can hope. Oh, yeah? I mean, yeah. Statistically speaking, very low chance. Not zero, but very low chance. Okay. Right. Okay, and there now we can put extra ones kind of in front and in between. So we can put some kind of in between here. And then I didn't mean to click one. I hate it when I press that by accident, but we can do something like this, and then we can still have a few fully empty. Although, I mean, you're never gonna see it, but I think that's fine. It's clear it needs some water with it spilling over the side of an island like a waterfall. I think that would be really cool, but only if somehow the water evaporated before it got to the lower level. Right? Maybe if it just magically disappeared, that's the only way I'd be able to do it. Niagara? No. It'd probably be a card. A card with like a moving texture or animated texture basically on it. I think Niagara would be... You're not going to see it that much. I mean, maybe a Niagara like at some parts of it, but like the idea is good. In an ideal world, I would have that, but gotta figure out what do I do when it doesn't reach, or you sort of like reach further. I don't know. When I say reach further, I mean like there's an island below, and you need to kind of... You can't just spill onto the island below it, really. That's the main thing. It just can't spill onto the island below it. And then from there, you know, you can do all sorts of things, but... I like that. I like the fact that it's missing some pieces there. Wasn't intentional, but that doesn't mean I can't keep it. Yeah, disintegrate. Yeah, exactly. Disintegrate windblown mist or something, right? That makes it so I don't have to worry about what happens if there's an island right below it, because there could be. And it's a sky. Maybe it's, you know, I don't know. The wind is picking it up slowly and it's disintegrating. I don't know. If you break it, you can buy it. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah. Kinda. I think this bridge is okay. Got a few holes, some layering. We'll see how it is when we actually play it. Let's go ahead and select you. Oh, I'm selecting the cloud through it. That's why. So now we need to put in the blockers. Blockers, all the blockers. This part we do have to make a little more, it's a little more manual. I could create a graph like I did with the other one and have it be done automatically and then just have it be off by default. And I probably will in the end. I haven't yet, and I probably will make that. For now, though, I haven't, so. Hey, moss would also be really nice. Have you made any of the blueprint tools for use in editor before? Do you mean editor utility widgets? Yeah, I have tutorials on that too. If you're talking about editor utility widgets, then yep. And I got a few tutorials on the channel. Check them out. Now let's do one of these, honestly. They seem pretty useful. You've made 2 from tutorials recently. Yeah, they're extremely good. Like if you want to make it so you click a button and you, for example, you randomly rotate an object in 90-degree increments, you can just set that up. Or if you want to give it an actor component and have it randomly set values for that actor component, you can do that. You do all sorts of things with editor utility widgets. They're great. They're great, like Tony the Tiger would say. They're great. He does the old finger wiggle, doesn't he? If memory serves. Can we put any kind of interesting... I think we should put some pedestals or something on here. I think that could be nice to break things up. Making them 2x because I think that's what I've been using for other places. I'm going to take a bunch of static meshes and spread them out like one of those overview levels, so you can, yeah, you can do stuff like that. Exactly. Yeah, you can make a button for that. How about a row of floating islands right next to the bridge? Oh, that's a good idea. I have not added those. Yeah, we have those. Yep. That's a great suggestion. Trying to think. I think that's fine like this. Yeah, we do have the tool for the little floating yeah, floating rocks. I didn't even put it into a folder because it's just one little graph here. Let's make a little smaller. Let's just can drop. We'll actually put you maybe above. It's not bad. I think that's fine. Okay. Oh, where's the nav mesh? Nav mesh? Yep. Nav mesh needs to kind of be updated to encompass the entire thing now. Excellent. Okay, so let's take a look at it in the actual game with lighting and everything. Actually, we'll just generate a few. You're very good at finding the one room monsters can get to you and then hitting them from there. Yeah. So that's one we didn't do. I should do maybe something like this. That's our bridge, by the way. That's our bridge. That doesn't look terrible, honestly. It's very thick and bulky, I will say. It'd almost be better if it was more transparent, but we can do a few variations of it. This is one of the old levels, which is why it looks like this. Right here it is just by itself, connecting things, and when it's just by itself like this, I think that's not bad at all. Have a bit of variation still. From pretty much all angles. Yeah. Okay. So maybe for this one, we could add a bit of a staircase. And do we want to go down? We probably want to go up. So we'll have it be like start flat and flat. Well, in the middle, it'll go up a bit. Or down. Doesn't really matter. I think we'll go up. An engineer would say, definitely say up, yeah. But I think that bridge is just fine. A bit thick and bulky, but I think we have the next one not be as thick and bulky, then it'll be fun. For variation. I could also put in cliffs below. And I also can make a bridge like this. There is another option. Or we can do something like this. Put a little small islands effectively below it. We'll play around with this next one. That one was our first test. Okay, so what we can do here is do one of these. All right, we do one of those. And then let's see. Do we do just one higher? Or do we want to do multiple higher? Scooch you over. I could do maybe a multi-elevation change. Not terrible. We do need a thicker, thinner area still. Try to make like an arch. That will be a little difficult. That one would be a little difficult. Because we do still need it to be for combat stuff. So what we can do still is have it be a little bit wider here. And also, we can do is have it also go out here. Have a little side area here. Because why not? How long would it take you to write a blueprint that throws in some of those floating rocks between two sections that get generated that have tight turns near each other? Are they floating between? What do you mean tight turns between each other? Spawning things, like between things, is not hard, but you'd want control over that. So I wouldn't do automatic. I want to place them where I want them. That's where you can have your drop down into your little side area, make a lower elevation change. Maybe. Keep it like this for now. I could make it like an upper and lower level, upper and lower section. That would be kind of interesting, but I think we'll skip on it for now. That's doing that thing again. Why is it doing that thing again? Where it refuses to place. Oh, there we go. In a certain row. Even though it was just placed in there, I don't know why it does that. Well, we can do something like this. That's kind of interesting. And then I can put some floating rocks under, or some cliffs and some rocks below it. Have this one be a little bit different than the other one. By a little, I mean a lot. Next bridge, you could have one that goes up and again that goes under it if you can. The problem is they have to end at the same spot. So Yeah, I could have like a big, like, I don't want to have a big staircase, right? Because then we just have a big staircase up and a big staircase down, and then a big staircase down, right? It's not gonna, it's interesting in theory, but I think in practice it's not gonna be great. Four-way connection, like T, that's one bridge that goes up and one bridge that goes down, crossing each other. No, not with Dungeon Architect, I can't. So, yes, I understand. The thing you're describing would be cool, but the way it works in Dungeon Architect is you have entrances and exits. So you'd want a specific entrance and a specific exit, but you would not be able to specify that this entrance and this exit are what has to connect compared to these two. So you wouldn't be able to say these two entrances, cool, are entrances, but you can't specify which exit it goes to. So there's a chance that it will want to try putting into one entrance and of the other one's exit. So wouldn't work. I like the idea, but I think that one's the limitations of the system.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Yeah, it's SpongeBob. I think this is not gonna work with my automated system here. Yeah, I'll put them in, but just it's the same one. It's fine. Hey Nathan, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you, thank you. I will continue trucking along. Continue on. Doing what I can. A little small one here. Ooh, that one's kind of nice. Actually, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Maybe I should put another one next to the bridge on the other one too. I don't know. What I could do though is on this one, try putting a little bit of interest with some rocks on this one. Hey, Ripin6, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Making bone broth and pasta. Can I have the meat? If you're not gonna have the meat of whatever those bones were attached to, can I have the meat? You can have the rest. You can have your bone broth and pasta. I just want the meat. I'm kind of hungry. It's pterodactyl? Don't care. Sounds delicious. I'm a simple person. You show me meat, I will eat it. Now, I might not like it if it's something exotic and I've never tried. You know, maybe in the end I don't like it, but I'll try it. There's only one type of meat that I will not try, most likely ever in my life. And the only type of meat that is probably pufferfish. It's just not worth it from what I can hear. Everyone says that it's basically flavorless, and the risk is it's just not worth it. You know what? Maybe I should just, instead of this, I'm just gonna use the tool. To make this not look as bad. That's not bad. You're poor against the pasta and bone broth it must be. Are you making your own bone broth though? I assume chicken? If it was prepared, fine, Ripin Sticks. Like if it was prepared by a chef, and not just like, here's some raw, yeah, I'll eat whatever. Like, you can make anything taste good if you cook it properly and like season it and, you know, actually make it a meal versus just, oh yeah, I'll just boil it, right? No, it was gonna be made like garbage. I don't want to eat it. But that's not because it's of what it is. It's because I don't want to eat garbage. Eat snails and frogs and scorpion. I have eaten escargot when I was in France, like when I was a kid. If again, I will eat frogs if someone prepares it like properly. Scorpion, same thing. I'm not gonna eat like a raw scorpion, but if someone prepares it and cooks it and all that, live octopus? No, I'm not eating anything like live. But if you make a meal out of it and it's not just like a thing, yeah. I don't see why not. Something like this, which is kind of interesting. They cook the scorpion. That's not an animal you want to try to eat alive. Well, no, I mean, like, I've seen people eat like full scorpions. They're obviously not alive, but like they'll just eat a full scorpion just boiled or whatever it is. I'm like, no, I don't. That doesn't seem like something I want to do. There's a restaurant in Japan that everything is made out of bugs, basically. And like they'll serve you like full meals, like cooked, and like that's just part of the ingredients. Everything's bugs. And I'm totally down for that. Like, I'm not saying I'm specifically gonna like it or not like it, like, but I'm down to try it. Yeah, like for example, yeah, this is literally here, fried scorpion, roasted crow, snake, frog. This is a restaurant, and there's a bunch of alcohol. That's also like I'm using a bunch of exotic ingredients. Like I'd be down to like go to one place like that. And like, I probably won't like everything on that list. You can also order just bugs. But yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, it's just a scorpion. But maybe, like, if it's seasoned and stuff, like, prices are reasonable. It's Japan. Prices are better in Japan. In just general, because inflation has hit different areas differently. Yeah, so this is all real cheap. When it comes to like, if you are used to like, see, like stuff like this, I'd be down for. Like, it's just cooked with it, and it's like in the broth, it's all within the broth, everything. But like, Yeah, I'd be down. Would he eat a child if it gave you ultimate power? I'm sure. Yeah. Is someone preparing it? I don't know how to cook a child. I'd probably screw it up. So yeah, someone's gonna make it for me. Bon appetit. How long till that gets taken out of context? Microwave. Microwave. So that's not great. Let's do something like this. That's kind of interesting. I see through there. Got a little more cliff action actually taking care of this bridge. Clipping right now, oven. And look, as long as I'm not the one cooking it, I mean, we can have a discussion. Yeah. I mean, it's for ultimate power. There's a lot of things people would do for ultimate power. It's ultimate power. Come on. It's ultimate. For a baby, it's either microwave or crock pot. Those are very different things. One is very quick typically, and one is very slow typically. Just don't do the middle. Just either do really fast or really slow. What do you think about the humanists that have merged with machines and have brain-computer interfaces? They are immortal, essentially can live forever in any body. I mean, isn't that just a cyborg? Right? Isn't that just a cyborg? I would never willingly remove a body part for a mechanical one. I'll start with that. At no point would I willingly remove a body part. But if I was gonna have a body part removed for whatever reason, then you bet your ass I want a mechanical replacement. That'd be badass as hell. That'd be so badass. Yeah, make me a cyborg, hell yeah. Now, there are already like advancements in technology that you can actually get pretty good stuff already. Like you can already get a if you're missing a hand, like there's already ones that you have like wireless movement of the hand. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. There's a video of it. Here. It's this one. Here, I'll pause the music and unmute it so you can see it.
Do you operate that arm when it's not attached to you?
Yes. So that's the thing, and we've posted about it on social media, and that's what everybody is like, this is crazy, mind-blowing.
Oh, we've got to see this.
We have.
Yeah.
I'll just help to the,
Completely wireless, so you can actually just detach the hand like that,
You're thinking about it.
and I can still operate it the same way as if it was attached. Make it move.
that is incredible.
See that? There you go. That is awesome.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is
So it
absolutely
can do
awesome.
little tasks.
Right. We're getting there. Now, if I lost my functionality in a body part entirely and I couldn't use it, then, you know, assuming technology advances, then, you know, I'd be fine with replacing it with body parts then. Glass eye, that's a snow globe? Maybe not that. Maybe not that one. Those people are essentially trading a soul for an AI-powered immortality. I mean, what's a soul anyway? Who needs one of those? I sold my soul for a cookie. It wasn't even a good cookie. I should have specified that I wanted a good cookie. But instead, I sold it and all I got was a shitty cookie. So I always gotta specify. Read the fine print of the contract, you know? If it doesn't specify, you know, a delicious cookie, maybe it's not gonna be a delicious cookie. You didn't like that that one? How about if you lose a toe, you replace it with a nose? I don't want to smell my feet. Look, you might have a foot fetish thing where you want to smell people's feet and stuff. I don't. So I'm good on not smelling people's feet. Okay? Yeah. Just not gonna do that. Shitty cookie must have been for a bakery at Walmart. Wouldn't know. Do not go to Walmart. When I was young, we saw a documentary on Walmart, and ever since then, I don't like Walmart because it showed how Walmart forces small businesses intentionally out of business. Basically, I was like, ever since then, I'm like, okay, don't like Walmart. They knew what they were doing. Now, Costco's great. But there's a reason why some places ban Walmart, but don't ban Costco. Soul is the bioelectric energy field's main source point, like a single particle making a 0.1% of an atom. What's the entire atom? Well, I don't have that. I got a shitty cookie, like I said. It wasn't even a soft cookie. I don't know about you guys, but I like, you know, soft, gooey cookies. I don't like hard, crunchy ones. Like, if you're talking like chocolate chip cookie, like I want like a nice, gooey, soft cookie. I don't want like a Chips Ahoy. Like a hard cookie. And it'll be I mean, it's even better if it's right fresh from the oven, but I'll be honest, I've never had that. So that soft, creamy, weemy, that gooey, ooey. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Ooh, pretty. Okay, let's try this. Let's see how this looks. You can't stand most store-bought cookies because they're not even within reach of a nice homemade cookie. I've never made homemade cookies. I'll go one step further. I've never owned sugar at home. I've never once bought sugar. So the cookies I would make would be bad. If you're wondering why, it's because I know myself, and if I have sugar at home, everything's getting sugar. And that's not good. So because of that, no sugar. Buying sugar is a boomer thing for sure. We just buy hard drugs and know what we're in for. That's funny. I like that. Now here's the bridge. Oh, that's a new bridge. I kind of like that. Fits better with this one too. I mean, this one's obviously the old one, which is, you can tell because it's double size pieces. And here's that same bridge connecting here. And obviously the floating rocks now help as well. All right, again here. Where's the other one? There's the other one. There. And here too. Oh no, this is a different one. This is a different one. I want to change this one. Maybe I push the blocks in on this one a little. I don't like this side wall, but it's fine, I guess. I feel like it needs a little something. Oh, I didn't update the navigation volume. Describe a handful of the packets next time you're in a diner. Oh, just grab. I was like, why do I need to describe them? I haven't been in a diner in so long. When I was younger, like from time to time, me and my dad would go to Mel's Drive-In. I don't know if they're still around, but that place was great. I thoroughly enjoyed that place. I remember their shakes. Like the nice thing about like diners is like you order a shake and they get you a shake and then a thing next to it that is basically another shake. You just get 2 shakes for the price of one. Price of one. They can't all be perfect. Some have to be imperfect for the game to be perfect. True. Where is it? There it is. Nice thing is none of them have failed. Guess that's the start. So we could do a big roundabout here. I don't like this. What? I don't like the fact that, again, we need another 2x2. Right? Like I said. So that's probably the next thing we need to work on is another 2x2. Because we just get too many of these. And then some more here. Dear God. Yeah. Really need another 2x2. Probably with the same kind of connections. Or it's like slightly different connections. I could do like here, whatever it is. I'm thinking of doing like maybe like 2 small islands that kind of connect through lots of bridges. Could be cool.
ADS are here. Pausing for ADS.
I don't know what accent that was. Could be Japanese. Just remember, Skronek, you are responsible for this. Don't pretend you can't recognize a Japanese accent. Not from a machine. I'm not, trained enough to recognize accents. Like, if someone started speaking Japanese, I'd recognize it, like, compared to something else. But I'm not gonna recognize it based on an accent of a machine. Or even a non-machine. This seems good though. Like sometimes we get like the same one over and over. Excuse me. Like this one just appeared 4 times, like I said, but I think it's good. This might be a little much. Especially when it's placed like this. So I might need to move these rocks closer. And probably below. And less. Yeah, that's better. I think that's better. So comparatively to eating babies. Racism falls as not as bad as eating babies. I mean, yeah, I guess. Eating babies, racism. Would I rather have everyone be racist or everyone eat babies? Why didn't you just have both? Can you just eat the racist babies or the not racist babies, whichever you prefer? Why is that not an option? Ooh. Sure is nice. Okay. I think we go test. Yeah, this seems like it's working well. Okay, let's go test in the actual game. So we can actually play these. Boink. Why is it taking a while? There it goes. Let's see all our progress. There's our progress down below. Go find a bridge. Even here, you could see more below. Yep. Even across this little bridge, you could see more. It's great. I think this one's got a lot of the old style, but oh. There's one of the new levels. So we're now on layer 3. This, I think for this one, it might be only a 3 layer. Oh, no, more. Look at that. Even here, you can see there's 2 layers down. I found a hole. I found a hole. I think it's in the one of the non-me created levels. It's fine. There could be a hole there. People can die, it's fine. I'll be replacing that level anyway. Yeah, look at that. Look how much depth there is now. That is real nice. And if we go and check out the... Oh, yep. Across the bridge, you can really see how much... Now, can you guys not... get in the way? I'm trying to look at the beautiful multi-layered view here. Thank you. That looks... Yeah, looks good. Right. And if we go down, we still have view. Excellent. Excellent. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it's working. Yeah, and this hall's working really well too. You can see down below there. And I think the blur amount is pretty good. I don't think I want more blur. I think the blur... Good. The only thing I'd maybe want is to somehow darken with depth. But maybe that one could be achieved with fog. Gonna build one for testing. There it is. So if I wanted to experience some fog, or yes, oh, do I not have? Do I not have atmospheric fog here? No, I don't have. Okay, couple of things. One, I don't want it to do what it's doing with the color. I've actually never dealt with having to deal with it looking down like this. Right, we can add fog. But how do we make it so the visual that's how. So now we can make it darker as it goes down, which will give us a nice effect. And what we're gonna do is just copy it and paste it back in once we got thing dialed in. The only thing is it's still not quite working how I want it to. Fog density isn't doing anything. Why is fog density not doing anything? Right, like, it's nice that it's there, but I wanted to increase it further. But I can't push it past... Increasing fog density isn't doing anything. Why? Right, that just affects the background. Oh... volumetric helps. Volumetric helps, but I probably need to play around with this a bit. Trying to see if there's a setting that we can modify for this. That would be better. I could also try local height fog instead, but that might get me the result that I want. Local fog volume. This one needs to be pretty big. Okay. So it is working, but it's also cutting out the background. So we lose the sky. You still see it, but it's not the same. Now local height volume, local fog volume doesn't get us the result. This one's nicer, but for some reason I can't increase the fog downwards, really. Or sideways. Why can't I? Oh, that's what I need to modify. Freaking. I need to modify height fall off. Well, height fall off is literally height based. Is it not? Like here I am on the ground, and yet it's very dark here. But if up here I'm on the ground, and it barely does any difference. So we can't do. Why don't you just add clouds and individual items and not relying on fog? What I want is for every layer to get darker like this. Not to this extent, but right, so you feel like each layer is darker. So I don't want to just throw in like Niagara everywhere. Like I could, yeah. But it would have been. I was looking to see if there was a nice way to just do it through just an exponential fog, but the problem is I'm having it. I need to go down, which is a little harder, I guess. The layers move. I mean, they don't like in between each layer. It does not move, but layers of planes, yeah. But like, so if I go ahead and destroy the dungeon, right? So the dungeon's right here. And I generate a new one. Let's look at an Ooga Booga. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Right, it's now here. Which is relatively close, but if I randomize it again. Right, it's now down there. Right, so it would be tons of layers and across a massive area because it could generate in any of these locations, pretty much within a giant area. So I'd rather avoid it. That's why I want to just do it with fog. Problem is I just need a distance-based fog. I know to put the layer in between each level. I don't have that kind of control. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of control. But, yeah. But I think that's the next thing that I want, is to look into the fog. I mean, the depth of field is really nice. So that's already doing, like, good. I would need to spawn it above all of the, at the top of every level, and then it won't even account for distance, right? If it's too far down, I want it to be even darker, but it won't make it darker. It'll just have the same one layer of that fog. So it needs to be on every single thing, but then that causes issues with just, right, transparency, stacking, and all that. Right? Let's see if I can get a view for demonstration purposes. So yeah, I'll do that. Tomorrow we'll probably end up doing PCG because I need to get ready for Sunday's video. I have an idea of what I need to do. I just need to set it up and figure out setup for it. I want to do an actual painting drawing setup where I can click and drag, and it will be like the actual foliage brush. Actually, do I still have? I have my screenshot still. Right. So, like for example, this right here is further down and back compared to this. So right now it's the same brightness, but I want this darker than this. Right? And I want this darker than this, right? Because I want distance. I want it to feel the distance through the fog. So, but it's down, which is a slight problem. I might be able to get away with doing local fog volume, but then I would need to set the HDR effectively to translucency, and then I could then tell it to not have it be affected by fog. But it's not great. Not great. Figure it out later. It's fine. And we'll use the default fog. We just need to play around with the settings and get the one that that works. Cheap fog in a post-process material? How would that be different than just using fog? I think that should, I don't know how to make a post-process material that is like distance based. That would do what I want. Here's the club master, do a dance. That's all you get. Project Titan has nice fog. Does it not use like exponential or local height fogs? Does it have a separate system? Yeah, sure, Purpose Sticks. Feel free. Never mind, project's closed. You're good. You're good. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. You know, it's the bridges has done a lot. Has genuinely, I think, done a lot to help the setup and our tweaks. So I'm very happy with today's progress. So hopefully you guys are too. Back tomorrow for PCG, I guess. We'll see how long that takes. Depending on how long that takes, we'll either do dev, back to game dev after, or that might be an all day stream. We will see. But with that, hope you all have a lovely rest of your night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.